So I wanted to make a video talking about my processes and how I kind of do things. I've kind of, I brought it up a couple of times, but I've never done a complete video where I talk about the processes and the way I do things. And when you're doing a video a day for 365 days, you have to have a routine. You got to have systems in place, or you're going to get overwhelmed. So that's probably the first thing. So the first thing I do is I usually wake up around 6 o'clock. And I go to bed about 10 o'clock. But I'm in bed by like 9:30. Dog's a little crazy today, a little cool. I'm in bed by 9 or 9:30. Jesus Christ. So I usually wake up about 6 o'clock. I'm in bed around 9 or 9:30 and I sleep by 10. So if there's things I'm working on, like a video that I'm getting ready to post, and I need to transform it in CapCut, or if I'm running behind in adjusting the 360 videos, I'll do that in the early morning because I've got to finalize the edits in CapCut and send them out in a small file that I then send to Adobe. And the CapCut separates files into video as well with sound as well as just sound. So I can take that sound file in Adobe, but it has to be the exact video I exported or they don't line up, which will make the sound not match, what's going on in the scene. So I export that, which takes some time sometimes because I'm doing it in 4K. And then I take the sound part to Adobe and I have them enhance the sound. Let me back up. So I get the edits done in CapCut. If I've been working on it all night and get tired, then I do it in the morning. I get everything the way I want it. I then export it at like 780p, which is a lower image quality because I'm just trying to get the sound. So I get the sound and make sure it's the exact clip that I'm going to use. I then take that sound clip. When CapCut does this, it does a video clip as well as an image clip, a video with. When CapCut does this, it does a video with sound and then just a sound clip. So I take that sound clip and I put it on into Adobe Enhance. And then with Adobe Enhance, I then enhance the sound, download it from there onto my computer, upload it into CapCut, and then hit export on the CapCut video after I make sure everything is lined up and everything looks good. I gotta increase my sound on the video, decrease my background sound. I usually decrease the background to negative 23 dB, and I increase my voice sound to 4 to 6 dB. Then I hit export at 4K and I wait. I then work on making the thumbnail if I haven't done that yet. And I also play the final video for ChatGPT and I ask it to rate it, give it a description, as well as give it a title. So I have all that in ChatGPT, listen to what it says. If it says it was bad, or lately I've been getting 8s, which is up from 6s and 7s. And it tells me how to make it a 9. So I try to think about what it's saying when I do this video. And then after that's rendered, I go to YouTube. And at this point, I'm probably on my walk. So I'm waiting for everything to occur. So on my walk, I talk to you and get that video prepared and do the whatever topics I'm going to do there. Then after the walk, if I'm done early, I'll call a friend of mine. We kind of discuss what's going on, talk about life, all that crazy stuff. And then I get home, I take the X5 footage, download it to my computer, because that takes a second, usually, 15, 20 minutes. So during that time, I make my breakfast. And then after that's downloaded, I'll go into 360 Studio and I'll make sure the camera is facing the right way. I'll play with it, see what angles it suggests, all this stuff, and decide, am I going to use it as a short? If I was using it as a short, I've been doing an export at 9:16. I always do the export at 16:9. I think I'm just going to start just doing it's taking too much energy to keep everything straight and taking up too much space, all this stuff. So I think I'm going to have Opus Clips make the 9/16 and trust it's going to do it the right way. I think it will. I think it grabs the correct angle. So I'm going to cut out a step there. But exporting these videos from the 360 app, Insta360 app, to my computer can take up to 4 or 5 hours. I don't know why. I guess it's because I'm exporting at a high resolution. But it can take a bit. So you want to do that. So I wait the time. I'm working on other ideas. I'm doing research. I'm listening to Gary Vee. I'm looking at the Stand Store stuff, deciding what I'm going to do next. The video's finally done. I then start the whole process again. I take that video, put it in the CapCut, and then edit it and try and come up with a final video. So that's kind of the process of where we get to the raw video and uploading it to YouTube. I asked ChatGPT, what kind of picture do you need from me? And it's been trying to use pictures of me exclusively. I forget if I told it to do that. This new thing is not using pictures of me exclusively. And they're the VidIQ thumbnails are higher rated, but they're not necessarily ones I would choose. So this is a whole experiment going on. So that's what happens next, is I take the video from YouTube, and if I have it scheduled, I got to make it unlisted if I want to get feedback on how the video is, or I can just wait. But it will rate the thumbnail, title, and description. And then from what it says at VidIQ, I can decide whether to take its advice or not take its advice. And so lately, because I'm new, I've been taking its advice. So I then change the description, change the title, change the thumbnail, and you'll see those new thumbnails. We'll see if they help get views or interest. I can't imagine, but we're going to try it. If not, then, after a month, we won't use it anymore. It's only $9, but it has helped me. The thing that's probably helped me the most is when it analyzes my video. and tells me what I'm doing wrong, because it does it ruthlessly. And, you know, I know I'm still new, so I'm okay with that. So everybody on the short side who thinks that mean comments hurt me or are justified, whatever. I mean, that's probably the hardest thing about doing this, is once you start getting a little more traction, the comments come in, and with that, the good comments come in and the bad comments come in. And I respond to both. So I'm excited because I want to take all the bad comments and just save them, and then just do a whole video on bad comments. So I figure if I'm doing enough to aggravate someone so much that they have to leave a mean comment, at least they're watching the video, and at least I'm generating some type of interest, even if it's negative. So, but that is where you really got to have thick skin, though. Man, some of these comments are not nice, but that's okay. I'm a big boy. And so then go back and think about what video to do next and how to improve and what offers to make, kind of fine-tune those. Work on affiliate program stuff. So much to do. It's a full-time job for sure, which is good because, you know, I consider it a full-time job. And I also have my real estate media business that is also a full-time job as needed. So I'm trying to kind of use this downtime to my advantage to either get ahead or catch up or just learn and grow. And so that's what this one's about. So I really have to sit down and think about, and I'll probably do this with ChatGPT. I got to sit down and think about, how am I going to rework this channel to where it's more interesting? I just need to reword the intro a little bit. And then also how I'm going to transfer, because this channel will always be about everything. And I want it to be about everything because I want to test the algorithm to see if it finds the interest and kind of show how you can be posting about wildlife photography one day and the Drakester's hip surgery the next day and how to grow YouTube or what VidIQ is or what StanStory is or what Opus Clips is, all on one channel and still have a following. Now, I assume, which is what I would do, if it's a topic that I don't like, I just won't watch the video that day. And I suppose if it happens enough, I'll unsubscribe. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And this dog, to kind of counter that, I want to make sure I'm directing the capturing YouTube, which is truly how to grow a YouTube channel, videos to that capturing YouTube channel. And I want to do capturing the journey, which is the travel channel and the photography travel channel. I want to put all those videos in there. So I want to test those videos here. And then if they do well, improve them a little bit, put some more B-roll in or whatnot, and then run them on the other channel. But doing it well is relatively hard to define when your channel doesn't have at least 500 subs. So it's kind of subjective, but we'll see. You know, this is all an experiment. It's all new. It's all documenting how I'm doing it in case you want to follow that path. And then you might see something I did that you're like, oh, he should have really doubled down on that. If that's the case, leave me a comment and let me know. And if you think I'm wasting time with something, let me know that too. But right now, we're just trying everything because we're new and we're learning from everything. I mean, there's not a single day doing this, and I'm up to 27 videos in a row. So 27 out of 365. But I'm learning so much, and it's crazy. Who would have thought? I never would have thought. My friends have no clue that this isn't as easy as it sounds. One, you got to be willing to put yourself out there. That's a pretty big leap, which is why hitting that start record button is a little difficult sometimes, especially initially. Now, after you get it going, not so much, but boy. And so I hope this inspires you to at least hit the start button, because without doing that, you really are handcuffing your ability to learn. I mean, you can read about doing push-ups or read about how to start a YouTube channel, but until you actually do it, and that information is valuable. If you don't know how to do a push-up and your form's bad, then reading about it and understanding the science behind it, good for you. I'm more of a, let's give it a whirl. So that's where we're at. I hope you find this useful. You know, the YouTube shorts, I put a lot of them together. I used 10 base videos. Now I got to go through and improve them. So at least now I know, to that point, because I've actually done the video, I can now put it through some analysis and figure out what exactly I need to do. So I know I need to put B-roll in there. I know I need to pick my pace up a little bit. I know I need to stay focused on my topic. I know I need to use more engaging hooks. But right now, I'm just trying to get through the video, to be honest with you. And trying to get my pacing down. I mean, I'll worry about the other stuff soon. And when I do, my channel will probably grow more. But you'll kind of see how I do it. You might be the type of person that wants to perfect that stuff now. And that might be the best way. It's for sure the best way for you. And for me, I'd get too frustrated trying to remember everything. I just can't. And I would get nothing done because I'd be just such a stickler for wanting to only post perfect content. And there is no such thing. There's things that are close. There are things that are great. But those guys have been doing things for 8 years. I mean, Mr. Beast, he'll say, or Gary Vee, yeah, we dropped the ball for a quarter a year ago. And we paid for it because our views were down. Or Mr. Beast will be like, I really want to remake that video because it was just not my best effort. I was sick. I wasn't feeling it. But I go back and look at it and it's not great. It's good, but it's not great. But he posted it and he left it up there. He's not going to take it down because it has views. Even your bad videos are going to get views. So the other frustrating thing that happens when you do this is I've got some videos that I thought just were tremendous. and they've got like 3 or 4 views. And I'm thinking, but the content of this video is amazing. And it really doesn't matter what I think, what you think. And just because it was a topic that interested me doesn't mean the masses are going to be interested in it. So you got to take that information and kind of decide what you're going to do with it. Hopefully you learn from it. That's what I'm trying to do. So that's where we're at. So I got to redo the YouTube Shorts. I don't know what success is on YouTube Shorts. I forgot my phone, so I can't ask ChatGPT. I'm going to ask it when I come home. I would think anything over 500, anything over 300 is probably a worthy effort on YouTube Shorts. It more depends on what's going on with the other platforms. I haven't even begun. I'm posting there because I need to. I'm posting to 6 platforms each time I post. So I'm going to be posting at least 18 times a day, 18 chances to get impressions. But I don't know exactly how they're doing. I will soon, but it's just too early. If I get a comment or something, I get a notification, so I can kind of tell if I'm getting comments that people are watching it. Other than that, we'll just have to wait and see. And it could change. It could change after, so we'll see. But I need more time. If you kind of follow this channel at all, I got a lot of personal stuff going on. So it's not going to happen this month. That's for sure. I mean, this month's almost over. It's the 19th. So, but we are going to continue posting so we can continue to grow and continue to get data. We'll look at that data, see how it goes, and I'll let you guys know. So for now, that's it. Have a great one. Hope you enjoyed this one. If there's a topic you want me to cover, let me know. If there's something I'm doing you want to ask me about, let me know that too. We'll talk to you very soon. Have a great one.